Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing another days in my life. This week I have a lot of work that I'm doing and I just wanted to document and show you guys more BTS of like what I do as a fashion designer. Honestly, I really do want to document and like just be able to show you guys what my days look like working as a fashion designer, freelance fashion designer, and for you guys just to see the process of me building my brand and just like working with other people when it comes to designing and doing custom work and all that stuff. So with these little sewing diary videos and days in my life videos, that's like basically what I want to accomplish. Personally, I feel like there isn't a lot of people like that on YouTube that are doing that, especially people of like my complexion, just like showing you the raw behind the scenes and stuff like that, and that have the same kind of vision and goals that I do. So I would like to be the person that could show that process and show that behind the scenes for anyone who may have similar visions or goals as me, or who is also trying to become a fashion designer or learn how to sew and that kind of stuff. So yeah, this week I am going to be doing a lot of sewing, pattern making, and some work for my other job that I am doing like very part-time, like very low on the part-time scale. But yeah, today I'm going to be working on the pattern for my friend's bachelorette dress, and I'm going to be working on the final sample that I've been working on for a while now, so that I can finally send her the final version of that sample before I get to the final fabric. So I'm going to just show you guys me working on the pattern, working on me sewing up everything and that whole process, working with that client. And then I also have to do some sketching today because I have another project I'm working on and I need to send out the ideas by the end of this week is my goal. So I'm going to show you guys my behind the scenes with that. I did show you guys last week actually for that same project that I was working on. It's basically the same thing. I'm still working on some more sketching and illustrations for that so that I can have like more options of ideas to send to him. So I'm gonna work on that, and then later this week I'm probably just gonna do a lot of like pattern making work. So I will also show you guys the behind the scenes of that. But yeah, I'm starting my day a little late, so I'm gonna get to it and I'm gonna get to working on this pattern for my friend so that I can get her bachelorette dress ready and sent out. I just wanted to show you guys the flowers. I don't remember if I showed you guys on my YouTube, but my boyfriend gave me these flowers for Valentine's Day. And fun fact, this is the first time that he gave me red roses. I know y'all probably don't even care about this, but this is the first time he gave me red flowers. We have like this thing of like the color yellow, so like when he first met me, he gave me some yellow roses, and then he would give me like yellow flowers after that because it's my favorite color, and it just became like our thing. So like now it's like a year later for Valentine's Day and he gave me these. So it was really cute and I love them. And they've lasted a pretty good time so far, but that's enough. So I'm gonna get to sewing because I know y'all don't care about that and you guys care about just the sewing aspect of this. So let's just get to sewing. So basically right now I am about to do the final pattern making for the pattern so that I can cut out the final version or the final sample for this dress. Pattern making, not pattern making, what was I gonna say? Sample making is very important, and I think I've talked about this before, but if you're making anything and you like want it to come out right and like you're trying to like improve your skill, then making samples will benefit you so much because you're able to practice and see where your mistakes are before you then start sewing on the final fabric, because it sucks when you mess up on the final fabric and then you don't have any more of that because you can't fix your mistakes. So yeah, I just learned that a lot in college, and even before that I just learned that lesson the hard way, sort of. So yeah, pattern making a muslin, and making a prototype is more helpful than you think. Even though it is annoying, it's needed. Like, you should definitely make that the first step. So I am going to draw out the pattern. My friend, she lives in Florida, so she measured herself. We did like a FaceTime chat and she measured herself, so I have all of her measurements. And doing the pattern making shouldn't be hard because she gave me all the exact points that I need. So now I'm going to translate that onto paper, and I'll show you guys what the pattern looks like after I'm done. And then I'm going to cut out a sample and then sew the sample, and then we'll see where I'm at that point. But yeah, let's get to the pattern making. Okay guys, don't mind the sound in the background. Someone's upstairs, but I just want to show you guys what I'm doing right now. So whenever I'm pattern making, or if I'm making anything, a really good way for you to like map out everything, which also goes along with planning, excuse me, sorry, which also goes along with planning out your projects or like your designs, is figuring out all the measurements that you need. The more exact measurements you have of things, the better. So as I showed you the picture of the dress, I basically just sketched it on in my sketchbook, and now I'm writing out all the measurements for like each part of the dress, so I know exactly how I need to, oh wait, you guys can't even see, sorry. I'm writing out all the measurements for the dress, so I know exactly how long each measurement needs to be, like where each measurement starts and finishes and all of that. This is like your map basically to making the pattern. And like I said, the more exact the better. So like having all the exact measurements of where things start and stop will help you to have a more accurate pattern for that person's body type. So if you are making this, or making anything for yourself, or if you're making something for someone else, making sure that you get all the necessary measurements, because everyone's body is different. So there are some like general measurements that most, like 90% of people have, that are common or like commonly the same, but most of the time people's bodies are different, because some people have shorter torsos or longer legs, or shorter legs and longer torsos. So like that's very important when you are doing pattern making. So I just want to show you guys this. I'm just finishing up some math, and then I'm going to measure out what I need right now. There are a few measurements that I did text her to ask if she can send to me, because I realized she didn't send them to me before. So once I have those, I'll be able to measure out exactly what I need for this pattern, and it should be a very smooth ride because I'll have all the exact points that I need. Okay, so I'm waiting on her to text me back so I can get these other measurements that I need. So for now, I'm actually gonna work on the illustrations that I was talking about earlier that I have to work on for the other project I'm doing. So I'm gonna do some of that sketching, and then I'm gonna come back to this once she texts me back those measurements, because it'll be easier for me just to do all the pattern making once I have everything I need for these measurements. So yeah, I'm gonna get to illustrating, and then I will come back to this. Okay, so I finished doing some of the illustrations. As you guys know, I am trying to improve my drawing skills. Men's drawing, that's a whole other thing. Like right now I'm focusing on women's wear, but yeah, my men's drawing also needs improvement, so I'll probably be working on that once I get better at just the basics with it and everything again. But yeah, I did some illustrations. I'm gonna send them over to him. Honestly, when it comes to me designing and like doing clientele work with like other people or like collabs, it can be a lot of back and forth in the beginning with like just making sure that we get the correct ideas and like getting the right visions of what they want and like what will make sense for their vision. So there tends to be a lot of back and forth in the beginning, and it just helps because then we're both able to figure out what exactly the vision is and to make sure that the message that they're trying to get with these designs is coming across clean and smoothly. So I'm gonna send these over to him and I'm gonna see what he thinks based on these illustrations and my mood board that I made, and then we'll see what he thinks from there. So I'm still waiting to hear back from my other friend for the measurements for what I need to finish up that pattern making. So right now I'm actually gonna work on some other admin work for myself, which is for my YouTube channel, and I also do I'm gonna continue to just document my journey of achieving my goals with my YouTube on here as well, so you guys will get to see my behind the scenes and like what I do for myself to be able to like strengthen my videos and build the community that I want on this channel. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to be on this journey with me. I have been making videos for so long now, and I just really want to be able to achieve the goal of me becoming a YouTuber, a fashion design YouTuber, and finally be able to build that community that I've wanted for so long on my channel, and be able to just like help people learn how to sew and show people the raw behind the scenes of being a fashion designer and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm gonna work on some stuff for that right now, and just like some like planning for my own schedule of what I want for my goals and how I want to achieve them. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit until one of those two people answers me back, and if they don't answer me back by the end of the day, it's okay. I still have the rest of the week. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I also have a meeting which I'm about to have to log in for in like an hour or so for another project. And I'm also yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna get to working on some of these goal things that I just mentioned, and I will get back to you guys in a few. Hey guys, it's Wednesday and it's raining outside. Or not raining, but it's very gloomy outside. I hope my audio comes out well with this because my audio has been messing up. But anyway, it's gloomy outside. I am let me get the focus back. Okay. I'm about to work on some pattern blocks because, as I've told you guys throughout the last few videos, I'm trying to get better with pattern making. So I'm gonna work on some pattern blocks custom to my measurements. So today I'm gonna work on taking my measurements and try to make some pattern blocks for myself, because I really am trying to get the ball moving with these sewing patterns and everything, and also so I can be able to provide you guys those so that when I do my sewing tutorials, you'll also be able to sew along with me. So I'm gonna work on that today. I might have to work on some work for my other job which I don't know if I've really talked to you guys about, but I also do social media for this brewery in the town that I live in, so I might have to stop to do a little bit of that, but I am gonna work on sewing patterns basically all day. I'm still waiting to hear back from my friend. She said she's gonna send me the measurements, so I'm waiting for her to send me those measurements so then I can accurately make her pattern. And then I'm also waiting back to hear from the other client I'm working with for the costumes for the film that I'm doing, or that I'm working on with him. So yeah, I'm gonna work on my sewing patterns today, and I also have a meeting later, so I think that's gonna be around like 5 or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it because I've just been really pumped to really figure out this whole sewing design, or not sewing design, pattern making thing. I know how to do it, but I just need to understand the foundations better, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay guys, so this is the book that I have from college, and it's basically like the best book if you want to learn how to pattern make. So I'm gonna have my mom measure me so I can get all my exact measurements I need, so then I can make these blocks and sorry so then I can make these blocks and have a, what's the word, just like a foundation for when I'm pattern making and making other things. So she's gonna measure me, and then we're gonna get to pattern making the blocks, and I'll probably make a sample as well. Okay guys, so my mom just finished measuring some of my measurements. However, there are some measurements that I was sort of like confused about, so I want to watch some more videos on like how to measure those parts of myself so I get the right measurements. So I'm stopping those measurements for now because I'm gonna watch these videos. But I also recently got this tutorial, not tutorial, but like I got this course. Don't mind that bagel. Hold on. So I got this really good course that I found on Instagram. Actually, Instagram really be listening to you, or like watching what you do, because I've been getting so many pattern making and like fashion designer stuff on my like algorithm in my feed now. But yeah, I saw this course that this girl was having a sale for, so I got it, and it basically teaches you how to pattern make on Illustrator. So, and like I think it also teaches you how to grade as well. So that's like the foundation of what I really need to like understand better. So it's called the Weekend Pattern Maker, and I'm just now opening it up because I literally just bought it. So I'm also gonna go through this week because I'm really trying to get the ball moving on this and like start making them and just understanding things better. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna look at some videos so I can figure out the rest of those measurements, because I do want to be able to make blocks this week, hopefully. And then also I'm gonna be watching this course so I can see what knowledge I can also learn from it as well. quickly, but then I realized the book actually has everything, so I'm just gonna use the book to finish the measurements that I need to do. So I'm gonna have my meeting, and then I'm actually gonna do more of the measurements so I can get all of those measurements and start making the pattern blocks. Oh, that's good. Me running through my days, and I know this probably isn't as like entertaining compared to like me actually doing like fun things or like sewing. Hold on, let me like plant you guys for a sec. So yeah, I feel like with my vlogs I know it could be a lot more entertaining and such. I feel like, I don't know if it's from college or what, but I just feel like I've been like, it's been hard for me to sort of just like stay focused sometimes, and also just like not feel so tired and like overwhelmed. And like sometimes when I do things, I feel like I don't necessarily always know where to start, or I know exactly what I need to do, but I'm just so like having this imposter syndrome, or just like so anxious to even like start or do certain things because of being scared or just like not feeling like it's good enough, etc. But I have been trying to stay on top of all the things I need to, and I generally am excited about the things that I'm doing. It just sometimes might take me a minute for certain things to like maneuver through, just because of like my mental and like anxiety and all of that, but I think I've been doing good. I'm still working on the blocks that we were doing yesterday. I'm trying my best to understand like the whole mathematics part of it still, but I get it in my head, like it's clicking, but at the same time I think I'm just scared to like finally like just do it, because I have this like perfectionist thing that I've had for so long, and honestly college did not help. It definitely made it worse. So I've been trying to like maneuver through working through that like mental battle with like perfectionism and stuff like that as a fashion designer, and just like not comparing. Like I feel like all the things that you shouldn't be doing as artists have just fallen onto me over the last few years since I graduated, and I'm trying my best to like work through them. And as I always say, like I really just want to be able to document what it's like to be a freelance fashion designer, digital creator. I'm sorry. Digital creator. I really want, like my dream for myself, or at least one of my big dreams for myself, is to be able to be a fashion design YouTuber, and I want to be able to create really fun DIY videos, be able to teach you guys how to sew, and just like do really fun creative fashion videos that like I've always dreamed of. So I'm just really hoping that with my channel I can be able to do that and create a community that really appreciates that and also is like all for it, and also might even be interested in doing those kind of things themselves. But today I'm sort of starting out a little differently than what I intended. So I already worked on some work for my other job that I told you guys about for social media. I did a couple reels for them, and now I am about to do some illustrations because I'm really trying to come up with some really fun sewing DIYs I can make for videos to teach you guys how to make certain items or certain like designs that you might be seeing that you really wish you had in your wardrobe. And also a little like small capsule collection that I want for my brand, and I want to be able to start designing and selling as well. So I'm gonna do some more sketching today, and I'm also gonna talk to you guys a little bit more about what my intentions are when it comes to my routine and my little challenge that I talked about for March. So I'm gonna get to illustrating, and then I'll come back and finish the video off talking about what my goals are for March and my little challenge routine journey that I want to go on. Honestly, I'm just doing sketches for things that I know I want to make. And the first thing I want to probably make will be a knit dress. So I'm going to put this on my Instagram for you guys to vote which style you want me to make. But it's going to be a knit dress. And then I did the same thing for these tops. So I want to make a really cute like spring, just like top in general that I can wear. One second. Let me like wait. Okay. I want to make a top that I can just wear, so I want to also post this on my Instagram for you guys to vote which one you guys like and which one you'd be interested in learning how to make and that you want me to make. And then I'm also gonna make the viral, well, I don't know if it's really viral anymore, but let me go back to where I was. This like blanket jacket, so I'm probably gonna thrift a blanket and make like a really cute blanket jacket, and I'm also gonna make a pair of pants. So that's what March is looking like. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. And like I was saying before, my plan is to work on just like building myself a routine for March. It's really been hard for me. I don't want to keep mentioning this because I'm always mentioning this, but I have already told you guys what I deal with when it comes to like mental health and everything. So yeah, I'm really trying to sustain this routine and just work on being consistent with it and like building that self-discipline for myself. And I really like, yeah, I need to do this for myself. So March is gonna look like building that discipline in my routines, building my discipline with doing the journey, the drawing challenge that I talked about last video, and working on these designs that I just sketched. I'm really excited for the projects that will be coming up next month. I really want to push into just falling back in my sewing bag and doing more sewing, DIY sewing tutorials, etc., because that's really where I started off with. And I mean, that's like what I love to do. I love making clothes. I love designing and making things, beautiful things, things that inspire me, and I want to be able to do more of that and not allow like fear and judgment and comparison to like stop me from doing that. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. So that'll be like my journey in March. If you want to check that out and follow my journey, definitely stay tuned, subscribe, and come along for the journey in March to see how I do with everything and also how my drawing improved. I'm really working on like my mental battle with not being so harsh on myself and rude to myself when it comes to like my skills and stuff like that. and like second guessing myself. So I've been really working on that mentally with like affirmations and writing out what I'm feeling and stuff like that. So that'll be my journey through March. If you guys want to stay tuned for that, subscribe. If you know anyone else that's into fashion, sewing videos, who wants to learn how to sew for themselves, who's interested in fashion in general, and is just like a lover of fashion or sewing or whatever, definitely share with them. Comment below which designs you guys liked based on like what I showed you. And yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Sorry, I keep looking into the viewfinder. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be a DIY, so definitely get excited about that. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!